How can women break the glass ceiling in technology and become true industry leaders? Welcome to Firing Line. I'm Bill Kutik. I can't think of anyone better qualified to discuss the progress of women in technology than our guest today, Naomi Bloom, who has made so much progress herself. Now a leading independent expert, consultant, and commentator on HR technology, she started nearly 50 years ago as a junior programmer. This is our 20th public conversation. Hello again, Naomi, this time on Firing Line. So happy you're here.
I'm delighted to be back. Thank you, Bill.
That's great. Naomi, women are making great strides. More than half people in law school are women. You told me that when you were a junior programmer weenie at John Hancock Life Insurance in Boston, nearly 49 years ago, before they had their own skyscraper.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? That half your class were women, and yet now, where are the rest of them? There's just you. What happened?
Well, a lot of things happened that, frankly, are pretty unfortunate. Women have babies, and they dropped out when they did to rear their families, and there was no effective path back to that professional track. Other women stayed on, family or no family, and they worked, and they've been working until they retired, but in relative obscurity. The jobs you needed to really grow, to escalate your career, were not offered to them, and frankly, they didn't demand them. I demanded them.
What a surprise!
And, difficult, not a team player, just too pushy. And I wasn't going to take that, and I moved on. So in order to move my career forward, I job hopped in the lingo of the day.
Right.
The fact was, though, that after a few of these hops, I began to realize that men behaving in precisely the same way were the go-getters. These were the guys that had real potential, movers and shakers. And I'm going, what? So, as you know, I've been a solo since '87. And frankly, a lot of my advancement has come through being a solo. Today it's different. There are more opportunities in corporate life. But at '87, the chances of rising the way I wanted to were just not really there.
Well, congratulations on what you've achieved. Tell us the couple of 3 things that we could do today to move the needle on this.
A lot of the biases are really subtle. They're implicit. And if we could train and develop our executives and our managers to just be more sensitive, to root these things out where they live, that would be a big step forward. I'm sure you heard Mark Benioff said he'd had enough of this talk about unequal pay. And he, as a CEO, he commanded, we will have equal pay. So they have a lot of power to make change. We need policies that support women who are trying to balance families and work life. Travel policies, flexible schedules, telecommute, all of that, which is good for men as well. But we need role models. There are role models out there. They may not work for your company, so you may need to bring them in to do a brown bag luncheon. I've done a lot of those, to come and speak at an event. There's a lot of ways to season the mix. Young women need to see women as CTOs, as chief architects. For me, it was Grace Hopper. I thought she was the hottest thing since sliced bread. And she was really the only one I could see and touch and feel in the 60s and 70s that was a woman developer at a very high level. Women need role models.
And we all do, and you've been one of my role models for years since you called me on the phone 26 years ago. So what a great another conversation with you. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me, Bill.
Will you come back and talk about another subject that I know is near and dear to your heart, a little more technical, about how to lower the ridiculous costs of procuring and implementing software?
I thought you'd never ask.
We'll look forward to that conversation. So you don't miss Naomi next time, please click the red subscribe button at the end of the show. You'll get just one email from YouTube directly when each new Firing Line is posted. Thank you for watching. I'm Bill Kutik.